I'm ready. Are you? Oh, yes, you are. I can sense it. We are all ready for the hottest podcast blending Second Life and real life. Boys and girls, it's time for the fourth wall with Paul and BK in three, two, one. Talk to me.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Fourth Wall. I am the scumbag superstar Paul Slater alongside my podcast partner BK and his lovely partner Z. And BK, this is take two of our sit down with royalty.
Absolutely. I was going to mention that today we have a two-time guest, but only going to be heard the first time because the first time you forgot to check the audio and she never got recorded.
Our damn production team. We had to fire our production team.
Right. Yeah. This very A-team production team we have, is right on top of it. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we have in our presence Her Majesty Queen Gina Rose. Queen Gina, welcome to the show again.
Hello, commoners.
God, commoners.
See, that's what you get, Paul, because I think that's what you said the last time. See, we can talk about why everything that was said the last time and nobody knows what we're talking about because there's no evidence that she was ever around. Yeah, we're gonna have to look into our payroll and see who we're not paying or whatever it is.
Yeah.
All right, Gina. Second time back. First time you admitted that you were a little bit nervous, but you said this time you're pretty much ready for us. So let's go and get right in. Huh?
She's not ready. She said she was nervous.
I'm always nervous.
Always nervous. Okay. Well, then let's go ahead and get right into it.
She has that nervous laugh. Like, see, there it is.
Oh, wow.
To the dungeon with you, scumbag.
Oh, did he put the superstar on there?
Yeah.
Wow. I don't think anybody's ever done that to you. Okay, so the last time you were here, or the first time I should say, you actually were not holding a title. This time we see a title around your waist. What happened?
Yeah, this is my Diamond Championship, and I had a match with Izzy Bomb and Phoebe Good, and I was the winner.
Queen of Diamonds, BK. The Queen of Diamonds.
The Queen of Diamonds, that's right.
Queen of Diamonds. Okay. Well, see, if somebody would have told me that when I was doing the image and doing the video and everything, I would have put more diamonds in there. I was focusing more on just the name. Didn't know anything about the diamond title. Thank you very much, research team.
Research team is not
you
on the ball.
did good, though.
Yeah, right? I don't know exactly what's going on. All right. So we're going to go ahead and I'm just going to ask you. You've been in wrestling for a while. You have been in a couple of feds, as most of us have.
Yeah.
Let's just find out right now. Who's been your favorite opponent?
My bestie over there, Masaki.
Masaki is your favorite opponent?
Yeah, we've wrestled. We've wrestled a few times. I also really enjoyed working with people like Brooke Owens, Candy. She was a really good one that I enjoyed wrestling. And not long ago, I had matches with Rebel. Rebel was really good to work with.
So how long have you been Queen Gina? How long has that been going on?
A very, very long time, like since 2018.
Wow, 2018.
Yeah, I started as a valet for, I hate to say it, J. Alexander Frost at VAW. yeah, she was valet.
That's
so it was Jay and
too.
Gina.
That's an old name, too.
Yeah.
I heard that. Actually, that's the first time I've heard that name in I don't know how long.
Yeah, I don't think.
So where was that at? VAW, you said?
Yeah, VAW.
Yeah.
When Henry Parker was running it, around Vince wasn't quite there, like he was in PW.
Yeah.
So I was there, and started as a valet, and then from there I kind of developed my own character. You know, people were saying things like, oh, she's acting like she's the queen. So I kind of went with that gimmick and rolled with it, and it worked out.
Well, anybody who is in our Discord server knows that, you know, we have that channel in our open mic. People pretty much can be themselves. We do monitor it to make sure nobody gets out of hand or anything. But you do know here recently that there has been a newly crowned queen in another Fed, and she is very interested in, you know, kind of, you know, Paul asked how long it had been. I think she's kind of saying she's taking your crown because she's more recent than you. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but those aren't really queens. Now, Gina is the queen. Those are just wannabes.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, Queen starting some
Uh-oh.
drama.
Yep.
Wannabes all want to be like me.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, Emma, you know, everybody knows Emma's a friend of the show, so Emma's going to, this is going to be interesting in what happens when she hears this episode. Wow. Okay, so let's step out of SL for a minute and let's go into real life.
Hold on.
Like
I got to bring something up real quick, BK, because I'm going to bring this up. And I brought this up in our last podcast. Let me tell you my first interaction with Gina and PW. Okay. Send her a message the one time because, you know, we're working on, you know, storylines, behind the scenes stuff. And she's like, I'm not talking to you because you started all kinds of drama in Fusion. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And she goes on to tell me about how we were involved with some drama and she got us confused with somebody, you and I, BK. She had heat with us.
Whoa.
She had heat with us.
How can you confuse us with anybody else?
I didn't confuse you.
She getting called out. She don't like it. She getting called out.
How in the world are you going to confuse
kick your ass
Slater and BK Tigerfish with anybody else?
I didn't. I'm just like a no drama person, okay? Something happened back then, and I don't know. I just wanted to be away from that.
To her credit, she apologized later. She never brought your name up, BK. It was just me.
I apologize.
Okay, but who did you confuse him with?
Nobody.
She didn't. We were in a server, but I'll tell you the story. We went in a server. You and I think, were in a server of something, and people were talking shit or something in that server.
Yeah.
And she thought we were the ones that were talking shit.
No, not BK, just you.
Just me. Well, I'm sorry, BK. I threw you in because, like, we're guilty by association. So she thought I was talking shit, and I wasn't. But that's my first interaction. I'm like, oh boy, this is going well.
Apparently, her research team failed her too.
No, I didn't confuse him.
Well, little did I know. Well, I won't give up your other alter ego. You can do that if you want to, but
no,
I didn't know Queen Gina was this other person that she plays. If she wants to tell it, I don't know if she wants to give that up, but that's up to her.
Well, I can because a lot of people don't realize I'm her. But yeah, I'm Vivian as well. I wrestled on Vivian at Fusion.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she was. Remember BK? We used to fawn over and on the shows.
You did.
Both of us.
You did.
Both of us did. You did too.
No, that was you.
She was Nick Sin's valet, I think, right?
Yes.
Neo Shadow.
Yes,
Nick.
Yes,
Nixon.
I do recall that. Yeah, you fawned all over because I never heard Vivian talk, and my whole thing is the voice thing.
I did promos at Fusion on Vivian.
I didn't.
That's probably where BK was fawning over it because he talked.
Probably more than likely. If it was a voice, more than likely because you know it is what it is.
All right, we had to get that out of the way. Wow. Now we're clear the
air. All right, so let's go into the real life for just a little bit. Are you a real life wrestling fan? And if you are, what got you started?
Yes, I always loved wrestling since I was a kid. I guess I had a little bit of a tomboy in me, and I watched a lot of wrestling when I was little. And that's where it all started.
So who was your favorite?
And I've seen a few shows. What?
Who was your favorite? Who got you interested in it? Like, who made you watch it?
I didn't really have a favorite. I just loved everybody beating the hell out of each other. It was good.
There you go. There
Oh,
you go.
types of violence.
Yeah.
And then over time, I was really enjoying the heels. Like I like the Miz and his lady and all that. Yeah.
There you go.
Was
Okay. So, real life wrestling fan, how'd you get into SL and discover SL wrestling?
well, as Vivian, I owned a stripper club called the Sugar
Oh,
Club.
there you go, BK.
Yes.
You're right up BK's alley there. See? Got him giggling
Wow.
already.
Thing about it is you always say it's up my alley, but the thing about it is Z used to do that too, and she used to take me to the strip clubs here in
Oh,
SL.
against your will, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, I mean,
yeah, it was
good looking redhead.
terrible.
My good looking redhead partner walks in front of me and says, "Follow me," and I'm going to say no. I mean, but anyway, okay. So
Yeah, I owned a stripper club, so I really like exploring in Second Life. I like checking out new places I've never seen and just exploring. And I came across a wrestling fed by accident. And I was also interested in hockey, and I found a hockey place. So I was kind of debating on either one, but then I ended up going with wrestling. It was all by accident. I thought it was pretty cool, though, when I first saw a wrestling fed in Second Life.
you just said that you were looking for hockey. Does that mean you're a hockey fan?
Yeah. I'm Canadian.
Who's your team?
Well, I like the Leafs of Montreal.
She's from Canada, BK.
Huh?
She's from Canada.
Yeah.
I know, but I didn't know exactly where she was from, so I could, you can only assume. Canada's not exactly a little place.
Yeah, and I've been watching the Olympics too, Team Canada. Woo.
And with the Olympics, you've been watching the Olympics. Are you kind of like with me? Yes, I am behind Team USA and everything, but there's only certain events that I watch because I'm just not about all. Like I don't watch the curling and I don't watch that biathlon stuff. And I'm more like the skiing, the bobsledding, the skeletons, the speed skating, the snowboarding, and all that. What are your favorite?
Events? The hockey, the skating, the curling. I've seen a little bit of it because there was some drama going on with that, so I've seen it on social media.
Oh, the cheating scandal. I've seen that.
Anything
there's been so many.
Good too. I've seen some of that.
There's been all kinds of cheating scandals in the Olympics this year, all the way from medals being ripped from people that should have won it, all the way to a guy admitting he cheated on his girlfriend. There's been all kinds of cheating scandals going on in the Olympics this year, so I haven't been watching it. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Okay, so Gina, you have you won the diamond title, of course, since the last time that we spoke. What are your plans to do with it? I mean, because I know when somebody gets the title, I'm going to defend, but as the queen, you're probably going to take a few more liberties. What are you planning on doing with it?
Well, she's really going to lean into being the queen of diamonds, really press into that. And she has an interesting story coming up. I don't want to say too much because it's redacted. So.
Redacted?
Yeah, it was blocked out on the show card.
Oh, I don't know who did that. No idea who did that.
I'm not going to repeat what you said earlier, but not getting in all that. Yeah, not getting in. Excuse me. Okay, so you got a good story. You got a story coming up, and we do have, we have attitude starting. What?
Hold on a minute. I got a timeout here, BK. Are you feeling okay today?
Yeah, why?
She said she had a strip club, and you're not asking questions about that. It's amazing. Yeah, what's going on? Are you having fever? Are you feeling yourself?
Okay.
How did you not have follow-up questions to that?
Okay, hold on. Let's think about this, okay? We are talking about, SL that does mimic RL. You go into a club, women start with clothes on, they end with their clothes off. What is there to talk about?
I don't know, man. If you want to go back, and the people who are listening want to go back and listen to the Lady D episode, when she said it, BK was like, hold your horses here. We got to talk about this.
He's over it, I think, maybe.
Okay, but at the same time,
He's trying
you
to keep the
heard
show
what
on the
Lady.
rails. He's trying to keep the show on the rails. Is what he's doing.
You heard what Lady D sounds like. Do you blame me for following up?
What are you trying to say, Gina? Don't sound nice. Uh-oh.
No. I never said that. I just said, did you hear what Lady D sounds like?
Yeah, BK
So,
has a
You would
crush
have
on
liked
Lady
my
D.
stripper club. Lots of scumbags were there.
Oh, are you talking about me or BK? I don't go to stripper clubs.
Oh, I have never been called a scumbag, nor ever referred to myself. So that kind of narrows it down, does it not?
She's probably talking about Z.
Oh,
I have been known, but I am far from a scumbag. So that was not fired at you. I mean,
It's okay.
I'm a man of God,
I mean,
BK. I don't go to stripper clubs.
You're a man of God. The only time you're a man of God is when you see a woman
Man
naked.
of
You go, thank you, God. That's the only time you
I'm, I'm over here
All right.
dodging,
Anyway, as we were
freaking
talking about
walking.
wrestling.
See what you started, Paul.
Yeah,
if you had just left it alone, if you would have just, but no, you had to talk about
Karma.
I was feeling okay.
That's karma. Comes back on you, like me. Go ahead. Let's go. You continue, BK. I'll shut up.
Well, obviously, Paul, you're more interested. So, I mean, you want to stay on the strip club, or do you want to move on past that?
I was just surprised that you didn't follow up on that because you usually follow up on things like that. That's all I was asking if you're feeling okay.
Well, I mean, I know I usually do, and things like that. But like I said, this happens. You pay them, they get nude. It's pixels, whatever. So nothing really. I mean, really nothing, Paul. But anyway, apparently Paul was interested more than I was, so maybe
we
he
also had escorts.
You got him. You shut up. Why'd you
No,
quiet?
I was waiting on you.
Wait, you got really silent there.
No, because I was waiting on you.
No, I don't.
But
Hey,
anyway,
let's move along. Let's keep this PG now.
Hold on. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. 100% true. 100%. No BS. I have never ever hired an escort in either world.
Me
Not
neither.
even an escort.
Me neither.
So
lots of men do. Lots of men.
See, I don't get it though.
Count. That doesn't count because you already paid because you have a wife.
Oh, there you go, BK. She got you there. She got you there.
Yeah, but okay, but there is a difference between an escort and a wife. As long as I keep paying, the escort puts out.
Oh,
as long as you pay enough, so does the wife.
Yeah, BK is 100% tongue-tied right now. Christy's right. 100% tongue-tied right now.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not on that.
So, Gina, how did you start in wrestling again?
If I pay enough, I mean, Jesus Christ, I'm married. She's got my soul. What else is there?
Yeah, true.
Anyway, yes.
Your soul is not something I can use at the store. So.
God.
Wow. We got real life domestic issues going on right as our podcast in real time right now.
But yeah, I think Paul just asked you, how do you get started in wrestling?
Well, like I said, I accidentally found this wrestling sim and I seen people there in a message. I'm so, well, how do I apply for this? This looks really, really awesome. I want to try it because I like to try everything at least once. And this one, I applied and I tried and I kept doing it.
So what was the first Fed that you found? Like, what was who trained you?
VWE was the first Fed that I saw. I did see other places too, like WPWF. I saw their place back then as well. I was trained by Derek Colt and Viola. She did a little training with me as well.
Oh, Viola. I haven't heard her name in a long time.
Yeah, and Wolfie. Wolfie was the first person to teach me the HUD. So that was pretty cool.
We hear Wolfie's name quite a bit. I wonder if anybody knows how to get in touch with him. I'd like to get him on here.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah. If anybody knows how to get in touch with him, please do and send him our way.
Yeah.
All right. So you started out in VWE. But you're saying that you started out wrestling as Vivian, and then you
Yeah,
brought
I was trained as Vivian. I did my first match, I believe it was Ellie Embers back then. She was the first person I wrestled. And then I had
Ellie.
to, yeah, Ellie Embers.
And who is Ellie?
I think Sparky now, if
Yes,
you,
Mark
yeah, yeah,
Z.
yeah, yeah.
That's
He
that's
did.
the story I tell everybody that when we first met, he was on Ellie, and the way that they introduced us, hi, I'm Paige from WWE, and I was like, bullshit. That was my introduction to Ellie slash Marksy.
Yeah, I did one match with her, and then some things came up, so I had to take a bit of a break. It was like 3 months, and then Victory from VAW messaged me out of the blue and said, "Hey, we'd love for you to come and join us." And I'm like, "Oh, all right." I haven't wrestled in a while, or even I was on a really long break, so I joined them, and that's where I just kept on with Gina.
Now, was that the queen? Like, were you the queen right away? Like when you
I was
started?
a valet. No,
The
no,
valet.
I was a valet to J. Alexander Frost, and then I developed the queen gimmick because someone in the crowd had mentioned she's acting like a queen.
There you go. That's how it starts.
Yeah, yeah, because I
Yeah.
wasn't sure which way I was going to go, but I knew I wanted to be a heel because it's a lot more fun being bad.
So yeah, it really is. But now here's something that a lot of people never take into consideration. It's happened to me, and I don't know how many others. But you find this gimmick you like you are thoroughly enjoying being Queen Gina.
Mm-hmm.
Paul is always going to be it's always going to be the scumbag superstar and whatnot. But do you ever think when you come up with the gimmick, have you thought about, okay, I want to do this for X number of years or X number of, when it comes to Premier Wrestling, X number of seasons and then switch up, or are you just going to go until you feel you need to change?
I've never changed all these years. She's always been the same way. Even like with promos, greetings, commoners, that's how she usually always starts. But yeah, maybe I need to change things up. I don't know. Maybe
Well, I
sometime.
mean, you like
I have to
again.
become a little more nasty, I think.
Well, you also played as Vivian too, so you basically have two sides where you know what I mean. You could be the Gina, you could be the queen and do all your queen things, and then you have Vivian. You could always bring in, or you have brought in the past, and you
Yeah,
have a different type of character with her too.
she was a heel as well, but I found I was bringing a lot of Gina into Vivian, so it was hard to do two different gimmicks because I was so used to Gina. And when I would do promos, I always found myself kind of almost speaking like Gina. So it was a little difficult. So I just stuck with Gina after that.
Uh,
Who knows? Maybe Vivian will come around.
well, maybe Vivian will come around, BK.
Why do you keep doing that at me?
Mm-hmm. I'm just teasing you.
I mean, she could always do something where she uses, kind of like the way that I use Insidious is that, okay, you piss me off, you push me, this is below what a queen would do, but hey, Vivian would do this and bring Vivian in just to basically clean house and be the muscle. She could always do something like that,
Oh, yeah. That would be good. That's a good
because the
idea.
queen doesn't want to get her hands dirty on just anybody.
Yes. Yes. Queen Gina's a little bit of a lazy wrestler. Very
But yes,
dismissive, too.
she's a
Passive
champion.
aggressive. Yeah.
Lazy wrestler who's a champion.
Yes.
Well,
She
she's
does
a
what she
queen.
has to when she needs to.
A lot of dirty tactics.
Yes. Yeah.
So you shut up, Paul. Okay, so you've already talked about who your favorite opponent is. That's your friend over here. But besides her, who would you want to get into a feud with?
Um, I don't know. I wrestled a lot of people over the years, so there's nobody really specific. I've wrestled a lot of different people. I can't even think of one that I haven't that I would like to wrestle. Maybe Ava Hellcat. at
Eva
PW. I haven't wrestled her.
Constantine.
Yeah,
Eva
yeah, I
Constantine.
haven't wrestled her yet, but she's hilarious. I've talked to her
Yeah,
a
she's
little
good.
bit, and she's so funny.
Eva Constantine, BK.
Yeah, I've not
Okay.
wrestled anybody else. Like everyone else, I've already wrestled. Like I used to wrestle Samantha Foxy a lot in DCWF. We always had stories going on there with that.
Future guest Samantha Foxy, BK.
Nice.
You had to say that, didn't you?
I had to. We had to let people know she's coming. Sorry. I didn't know it was a secret, but all right.
Well, we kind of like to keep people, we don't like to try to plan too far out because every time we do the P word, something happens, and
future
like
guests. We didn't say when, but we've been in talks.
Yeah, I know that, but at the same time, it's one of those things I don't like to get too far ahead because not long ago we were trying. I was like, hey, we got these people lined up, and then I think out of all the people that we had lined up, I think 2 of them ended up coming through. Yeah. So we try not to get too far ahead because that pesky RL thing comes up, and always bites us in the butt.
Fingers crossed.
Right. Okay, Queen Gina, since you are a lazy wrestler by self-admission,
yeah.
I am just completely curious about what your favorite type of match is.
I love a tag team match or a multi-person match.
So somebody
everyone else do the work.
Oh,
everyone else hates them. That's funny. She said that she likes them.
I love them. Yeah. Gina can just stand there and oversee everything and make sure it's all going the way she wants it.
Makes sense for a lazy wrestler, like she said.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's weird because we just had. Who do we just have on that says I hate tag team matches? Like somebody we just had on recently. I forget who it was, but they said they hated tag team matches. They don't like wrestling. I guess because of all the preparation that goes into them, people being in different time zones or different countries, and everybody trying to get together at once. Yeah, that's interesting that you said that's your favorite.
Yeah, I like them. They're fun. I did a lot of tag teams with Yuki over there a few times. Yeah, we've had a long.
Well, PW.
We did a lot at DCWF.
Yeah, there's not a lot. There's not a lot of tag team matches in PW. You don't see them often.
No. DCWF though, we had them. It was pretty fun.
Okay, so you kind of like some of us. Like the other day we were talking to, and who was it we were talking to, Paul? That we were talking to, and they said, and I was talking about the favorite kind of matches or the kind of match they wanted to be, and they mentioned one that like blew my mind.
I think was it Dwight Slade?
Was it Dwight?
It might have been.
Yeah, I think so. Where we were talking about favorite kind of matches, and I mentioned one. He's like, "Oh, I've never been in one of those," and it blew my mind because how long he had been. What kind of match have you never been in that you would like to be in?
Me, that's a good question. I've done like the cage matches and stuff. Done rumbles. I don't know. That's a good question.
All right, so how about this one? What's the worst match type you hate doing?
There's none that I hate doing. I like them all, honestly.
That sounds like a Xander Garcia answer there, BK.
The next
no,
one.
but it's true. There's none that I actually hate. I like them all, really. It's just my favorites are with lots of people.
Yeah, it makes sense.
The Rumble. I love the Rumble. The Rumble is good.
Rumble matches are hard, though.
Yeah, hard to produce.
Yeah,
they are.
Yeah, hard to produce, but fun to perform in.
Well, never know what could happen in the near future.
Yeah, I would like to be in another one.
Sorry about that. Good. Somebody knocked on my door. Good grief. Sorry about that. All right. Make sure you get your questions ready. Get them into Z. Make sure to like and subscribe as we hear from our sponsors. And we are,
my other friends here.
Your other friend. You actually have more than one friend?
Yeah, I do. Surprising, huh?
Well, I mean, nothing against you, but you're not exactly the most outgoing person that we know.
I know.
Yeah, you admitted yourself. You said you have a very small circle of friends.
Yes, I do, and we're very close.
That's the way to
And
do
I
it.
appreciate them a lot. Yeah, that is the way they do it, because you can't really trust there are a lot of people in Second Life.
Don't I know it?
All right. Z, do we have any questions that have come in yet?
Well, huge shocker here. We actually have one that just came in from Mike.
Of course.
Well, okay, is this a normal Mike question where it's one and then there's a sub question and then there's 14 sub questions?
The shock is this one's actually just a single question.
Nice.
Oh, you got lucky, Gina.
Although, to be fair, it does say question one, so I'm guessing there's more on the way.
He's working on the other one. He's working on the other one.
So there's only one that's come through so far, but in the mechanics of wrestling, as in animations, scripts, objects, do you feel there is something desperately needed in SLPW to make it easier?
To make the performing animations easier?
I'm thinking you're wrestling.
Ooh,
You got to realize Mike being the creator he is. All of his questions are creative based. He forgets that not all of us are nerd. I love the guy to death. All of us are not a nerd like him. He forgets to break it down into.
Yeah, I couldn't even answer half his questions.
I don't really know, but I would like to see more new animations. That would be cool. Like things that are more fluid and new and interesting. But yeah, other than that, I don't know.
I mean, I threw out a couple of ideas for animation stuff. You know, like I'd see something on TV and I'm like, oh, that'd be really cool. You know, you do something like that. And then I know, you know, that people are constantly trying to come up with new animations, trying things to make everything run a lot smoother and a lot more easy transitions and everything. And it's not easy.
No.
It really is.
Did you ever see that movie, Ready Player One?
Yeah.
And they had them suits and they can make facial expressions and body expressions. That's what we need. Like put them suits on to do wrestling and you can make facial expressions.
Yeah.
Facial expressions would be
awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, it would be. It would be, not just that, but you know, like I said, there was like, you know how like in SL wrestling, like if you want to drag somebody across the ring, you got to go and you got to do the foot grab and then do the drag and all that. I think it'd be cool if you could do something like if they're laying face down, you could just reach down and grab them by the back of their neck or grab them by their hair. And
I think Alpin's new system he's working on has something similar to that. Pretty sure.
I tried to use that system the other day, and I didn't have time, so I didn't believe him because of RL. He was trying to give me a tutorial on it, and yeah, it's a great thing, and it's got a lot of stuff in there. I just wish I had the time to go through it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. What else we got to say? No follow-ups?
Question 2. But this can't be considered a follow-up because it's actually a completely different thing.
It's about strip clubs?
You're fixated on strip clubs today.
You're special, I tell you. Question 2. Are there any pet peeves you have backstage when it comes to backstage personalities?
Well, working with people, some people are really not so easy to work with, and they want to do things the way they want to do it, and they're not quite fair with the other person. So then you kind of butt heads. Yeah, it can be a little bit difficult working with certain people.
So as fair as you mean, like, explain how, like, fair, like, how they be difficult.
But like if there's a female I'm working with and she's not as maybe experienced as I am, but she thinks she needs to do all this beating the hell out of Gina, you know, without me doing any, you know, anything back, you know, it's not okay. Like she's doing all these lines and lines, like the first, second spot, and she's doing all this and you're not doing anything. Like I've experienced people like that.
Yeah.
That's not cool. You don't want a one-sided match, right?
Right. I agree.
Yeah, you don't want a one-sided match unless there's one of those things where
unless it's an ultra jobber, right?
Well, yeah, that, or if you happen to have a story where something happens, one of the characters, one of the players gets injured, but still wants to go out and have a match, and then their opponent exploits that injury. Yeah, you can have a one-sided match.
That's different. That's a little different though. But if it's not in the story and they're doing it, it's not okay.
Yeah, and yeah, that's perfectly fine. It's fine to do stuff like that, but just to go out, just to say, "Oh yeah, I beat up on," no, you got. It's back and forth.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
It really is.
That's the difficulties of doing stuff like this, because everybody wants to look. Everyone wants to look great, and sometimes the story calls for somebody to look weak, and they're like, "I look weak, and it's like, all right, well, just a part of the story. Like, we're gonna get your comeback later on, so it's just, But yeah, I've dealt with that.
Yeah, and that's what people don't understand is that you can do something and get over, quote unquote, get your jab in for the story, and both of you be fine.
Yeah, exactly.
But people that just want to say, "Oh, I just want to always be on top. I always want to be on top. I want to be the one." No, you can't do that.
Yeah, we've all probably dealt with that one way or another.
Yeah.
All right, Z, do we have any more?
We actually do. I have a couple here from Richie. Who out of the rookies in SLPW do you want to create the ultimate faction?
Out of the rookies, there was a really cool girl that was new, and I was helping train her. I also do training, and we were hoping she could kind of work with Gina in the future, but she had some real life, so she had to back out. But that was really, really exciting at the time, and the ideas that we were getting about her participating with Gina. She was, I don't know if I can say, she was going to be a princess, and it was going to be a really, really fun story. But she had some stuff happen and she couldn't continue.
So do you pay attention to other wrestling feds, or you just kind of focus on what you do when you're in PW?
Just focus on PW. I help a little bit with Rise as well and Vivian, but yeah.
There you go, Richie.
Yeah, there you go, Richie. Take that answer whether you like it or not.
I don't know if that's what he was meaning, but like we were going to be a team with that girl that was going to be a princess.
No, that makes sense. So she was a rookie. He answered her question.
Yeah, I mean, all the best as you possibly can. I mean, all obviously we don't have all the answers to all the questions. We've got hit with questions before, and we're like, "Oh, what?"
So I'm not really working with any rookies like in the shows or anything. So.
Okay, well then you said you're not working with any. However, have you had any come up to you and ask your advice or ask you for help to better themselves, or do you just kind of be like, "Yeah, you're a rookie, go deal with it, and you'll learn the way I did"?
No, nobody asks me anything, but I do help Xander with the training. So I get to help teach them stuff, which I really, really enjoy. I like teaching the new people. I'm not like the best, most perfect wrestler, but I know how things work, so I'm happy to help and share my own information that I might have.
And plus, like with rookies, like when you have new people join, it's like you don't put them in a storyline right away because you don't know if they're going to stick around. That's one of the biggest issues. Like if you throw them in a storyline and then a lot of them leave, like the turnaround is pretty high. You know what I mean? So it's like you really don't invest a lot of time in them right away. You kind of throw them matches, see if they stick with it, let them get used to the HUD, let them get used to working. And then once they stick around or they look like they're going to stick around, then you start putting them with different people to work with and put them in a little storyline here or there. But the turnaround for rookies, like in SL, is like, from what I've seen, is pretty high because you have a lot of people like, we got new people training, and then you might see 1 out of 10 actually make it.
Yeah, that. Then of course you have it where you help people, you do what you can, you put them into storylines, you do this, you do that, and then all of a sudden out of the blue, they're just like, yeah, I don't want to do this anymore, and leave you hanging.
Yep. Yeah, that's happened a lot.
Yeah, but with
like you
rookies,
gotta really love it. Like you gotta really love doing this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because it is difficult.
Yeah.
Like it is difficult. Like training and doing matches and writing match cards. Like it is difficult. But like a lot of people that aren't huge wrestling fans, like they're the ones you really kind of see kind of fade out. And they're like, yeah, this is too much. I'm done. You know,
well, yeah.
But good.
Well, yeah, also because, you know, we've mentioned it before on previous episodes. We're talking about how people think that, oh, we're just going to get in here and all we got to do is push a couple of buttons and this is going to make this. And it's like, oh, wait, I have to do something. Wait a minute, I have to move. Wait a minute, I have to push buttons. I have to line up. And they're just like,
what
no,
are hotkeys?
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Of course, I use hotkeys. So
yeah, so do I.
All right. You got it. Yeah. Did we have yeah, that didn't come out right, did it?
That's me when I get nervous for promos.
Do what?
I lose my when I get really nervous doing promos. I feel like I'm talking like that, like babbling and.
Actually, I don't have too much of an. I don't.
So you don't get nervous. So
I don't think I do. I mean, I'm not gonna say I don't get nervous, but I honestly don't recall. And I mean, I could be wrong. So if anybody knows better, please correct me. I don't think I've ever gotten tongue-tied doing a promo. Now, doing a video is something else because I'll do it one way, and then I'm like, no, I want to try something else, or I'll do it, and or I'll get in there and I'll start tongue. That's usually where I screw up is when I'm trying to record something. When I'm out there just doing it, I don't think I've ever gotten.
The only time you ever got nervous, right, is when you first came back and you and I did that promo.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was actually told. Yeah, that is true. I was actually told by I got a message from baby Chrissy when I went out and cut that unscripted promo at the end of 2 seasons ago, and she said, "You sounded really nervous," and I was like, "I kind of was because I hadn't done anything like that in a while."
Mm-hmm.
Mike said he's made 3 more questions since the last 2.
Oh no.
Oh yes, he has. He has.
Oh, I know.
Make Z work today. Z's been gone for a while. You got to put her to work.
I'm telling you, what's really good is we've only touched the first one of Richie's questions.
Oh, okay.
So we'll do another of Richie's here, and then we'll pop over and do one of Mike's, and we'll just go back and forth. Richie would like to know, what was your inspiration with the Queen gimmick?
Well, like I said earlier, I came across it because I was a valet and someone in the crowd said I acted like a queen. And then I'm like, queen, that might be a good gimmick. So I kind of developed her into that.
That's how you get it.
I'm not gonna lie. I have expected that answer to go, well, growing up, my daddy always said I was a princess.
I was a princess too.
That's where I was expecting that answer to go. Okay, do we have any more from Richie?
Somebody said that to me. Somebody called me a scumbag, and I came up with the scumbag superstar. So it's kind of similar.
That is very true. That is true.
We do have one more from Richie. Right. And this one is completely out of left field. It has me surprised. What is your music taste when it comes to clubbing?
Oh. You mean stripping? Go ahead.
I
finished it for you, Richie. No problem. That's what he really meant.
Actually, what I was going to say was, is he talking to Gina or is he talking to Vivian? That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, Vivian was the owner of the stripper club.
That was Vivian.
Yeah, I like all kinds of music. I don't care for American country. I'm not really into that. But I like everything else. I do like a little Taylor Swift.
That makes 2 of us. I like
a bit of Taylor and Sabrina Carpenter are some of my
Oh, you just lost me.
Oh.
You just lost me. Sorry, we can't be friends.
Gun to my head.
Negativity in my life.
You could put a gun to my head and say, name one Sabrina Carpenter song, and I would be dead.
Oh my God. I love that song, Man Child. That's awesome.
Yeah. See, the only reason why I know even her name is because back a few months ago at Bridgestone Arena, she did a 2-night. She had a 2-night residency. She did 2 nights.
Oh.
That's the only reason why I know who she is, just by name. I don't even know what she sings. I'm like, you couldn't get, I couldn't tell you what it is.
Well, you should look up her songs. They're good. Bed Chem and Man Child.
When I was working down at the stadium for the Phillies a couple years ago, I had to do the Grateful Dead concert and Dead and Company. And like 10 minutes into it, I was seriously considered of just quitting. That's how fucking bored I was. Dude, I hate the Grateful Dead. I freaking hate them. So let me tell you a story real quick about it, right? So I did ushering, right? So people would come to me, show your ticket, and I'd be like, hey, go down there and make a left, right? Like, I was only at the Philly Stadium because I wanted to watch baseball and get paid for it. That's the only reason. Right. I didn't want to do no work. I just told people to get tickets. It was the easiest job to do because I'm a huge baseball fan. But one of the things you have to do there is you have to do all the concerts and everything like that. So there was a few concerts to see. Like, I seen Red Hot Chili Peppers were good. Like, there's a few of them I went and seen. Like, that was their work for that. Like, so you had to do Grateful Dead. So now there's all these people there. They're probably in their 60s and 70s. So there's 2 ladies come up, right? And they're all tie-dye painted. And I'm thinking that they're wearing shirts. Second they come up to me, they show me their phone where their ticket is. They're fucking naked and painted. The whole body. No clothes on. Right? So then the lady's like, hey, do you want some mushrooms? And I'm like, no. Like, I'm fucking working. No. The whole night, I had to go down there and I had to, like, I seriously, and then the Grateful Dead's playing, and I'm like, I want to kill myself. If I had, I'm seriously thinking, I'm going to be on the news tonight because I'm going to jump from the fucking 3rd level of the stadium. Wow. Oh, it was awful. It was awful.
I mean, you know, with my job, I've sat through things like, you know, the Sabrina Carpenter, and I had no idea who, Machine Gun Kelly, who else was there recently? Somebody I never even heard of was there the other day. I mean, and I get it. Falling asleep, being bored because it's just not your kind of music.
It's not my kind. Like, I never liked the Grateful Dead. Like, they're not my kind of music. But then you add on top of it, people.
They only had one song
Jones.
that I ever
That's
liked.
it. Casey Jones.
No, well, actually, the one that I liked that they did was Touch of Grey.
Touch of Grey, yeah, that's not a bad song. But they didn't play that night. So. But you're dealing with the music that you can't stand. You don't want to be there to begin with. And then you're dealing with people who are high on psychedelic drugs. It's made my job really fucking hard that night.
Yeah. Oh, God. I have a really good friend, and they were security for Youngblood. I don't know if you know who he is.
Yeah, the new guy. His music sucks.
Yeah, my friend. He was in Niagara, and my friend was doing the security detail for that.
Yeah.
Well, he's the one they're all gooing gone over.
He's not bad. He's pretty good.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Today's music is just not like it was when we were growing up. And what's bad about it, people always talk about, oh, the 80s was the worst decade of music, but yet everybody today will do something. They're like, oh yeah, this band was my inspiration, or I sampled this, or I used this. And it's like, yeah, the worst decade that is helping you all make money today.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Do we have any more from Richie?
We are done with Richie's questions.
I'm sorry, Z.
We do have one that just came in from Misaki.
Yeah.
So I figure I will sneak hers in before Mike's because he's already had 2. So what do you prefer, to have short storylines or something that builds up over multiple seasons?
I like something that builds up over multiple seasons. I like it long.
Wait, say that again? I didn't hear that. I'm sorry. My mind, I didn't hear that. What
like that answer?
What did she say? I didn't hear it.
I like it long.
I like something that builds up. She likes it.
And here's where we go off the rails.
You started
We're
it.
heading right back to the strip club. I'm sorry.
I was trying to skip over all that, Paul. You were the one that had to stop.
I was fixing the camera because I had to fix the one camera angle. I didn't hear it.
Oh God.
Okay, so Gina has established she likes it long.
And I mean, earlier she said she prefers multiple people. So
Whoa.
I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
More than married. Oh my
Wow. 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 Who would have thought?
Oh
See,
my God.
This is why we don't script nothing.
And this is why the guys are thankful I haven't been here for a while.
See,
And what's
it's
bad about
Z's
it?
fault. Z brings this bad element out of us.
No, this one is yours. This one is strictly on yours because I bypassed everything. You're like, wait a minute, BK, you feeling okay? You let the stripper club.
Because usually,
This
come
was
on,
you.
let's be fair. Let's be fair. The people we've had on who mention things like that, I mean, we even sat here and thought of an idea. You came up with the idea of coming up with a fourth wall after dark because of situations like this.
Oh, I want to be on that one.
That was Z's idea.
It was Z's idea. I knew it was somebody's idea.
Z, can I be a guest?
Okay, so I guess this one's my fault.
I knew it was somebody's idea. It was either BK or Z's because that's how they think.
Oh yeah, you know, Paul deflected all blame. It's not my fault.
Okay, so back to Mike's questions now.
Right?
How important do you think it is as a wrestler to look at the wider community and to watch other people's shows and show support? Time willing, of course.
I think it's important. I used to go to a lot of shows, but recently I've gotten a little busy with other things, so I haven't really had the time. Yeah, I used to go to a lot of different ones. I would always go with a few friends, check them out, but it's important to show your support for the whole community.
Yeah, remember with her, it's the more the merrier. So she went with the lots of.
Yeah, I like lots.
Wow.
Hey.
Wow. I'm being quiet. I didn't say nothing.
Oh my God.
Oh God. Okay, and question 4. What keeps you going in this wacky hobby of ours?
I don't know. I just like being Gina. I've been feeling a little bit tired lately, though. I feel like maybe I'm like a little closer to retiring. Not yet, though. I got a really good story and, you know, good friends that are keeping me around. So I'm sticking with it for a little bit longer. Yeah, I just really enjoy it. It's a really good hobby to do when I have nothing else to do.
It is true.
But I like it. But I like it because I game also. I like to game. I stream games on TikTok. I do a lot of other hobbies, but this is my main one.
All right, so what's your favorite game you stream?
Dead by Daylight. I love that game. I'm playing
Dead
a
by
lot of that lately. Yeah, and Repo. That's one of my favorites as well. I'm waiting for the new GTA and Fable.
Everybody is.
The new Fable's coming out too. That'll be fun.
So how often do you stream? Like, is that what you do? Like, you stream a lot of games? You said on TikTok?
Yeah, on TikTok I got a pretty good following there, and a lot of people join in.
Nice.
I do it like a few times a week.
Okay, and you said that you were a gamer, so now I have to know, what was your first video game that got you hooked?
Oh hell, I don't know. I've been gaming like forever. It's a good question. I don't know. I used to play the old Fables too.
Fable. I never heard of that game.
And I like Fallout. Fallout's a good one.
Okay, so your first games were somewhere on the PSs or the Xboxes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you're a more modern gamer.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, it makes a little bit. Okay, I
Yeah,
get you
because
now.
I've been pretty busy in life. I haven't always had a lot of time to game, but now I do, so take full advantage.
That makes sense. All right, Z, do we have any more from Mr. Mike?
We have one more from Mike, and then
Okay.
we have another that has just come in.
Oh,
Okay, well, just letting everybody know that the next two questions will be the last ones because fortunately I have a
we
sick
are
child
almost
to
out
deal
of
with.
time.
So yeah, so we're almost out of time. So these will be the last two questions. But you can feel free to put them into our open mic and just tag Gina and she can answer them if she wants to.
yeah.
Okay. Mike would like to know, do you still see Fed tribalism? If you do you try and put it down or let it be?
Oh, I'm really just, I've been really focused on PW, so I'm not really seeing a lot of that lately. But if there is, I let it be. I don't get involved in any of that.
So
Very
you
good.
stayed to yourself.
Yeah. Like I said, I got my small group of friends: Nixon, John Dennis, Hykova, Moxie, and I had a few others. Venno's a really good friend. We all chat, and that's people I stick to. And Masaki.
Nice. All right, Z, last question.
And this is actually a great question to end the questions with. Revolution would like to know, what is Queen Gina's dream retirement match?
Yeah, that is a good question. I'll have to think about that because if I can think of a good one that I'd like to do, I'll definitely make sure to plan that one in.
So who would be all right? So who would be your opponent if you're at
You
one more
really got to
match?
ask that question.
Yeah, like who would be your opponent in it? Like who
Mm-hmm.
would be the last person you would ever
And it
want to wrestle?
cannot and it cannot be Masaki.
Yeah.
I would say Masaki.
See?
I love Masaki. She needs to be our next guest.
Okay, but here's the thing now, and I can understand the competitive part of it, and I would understand the Masaki, but at the same time, it would
Yeah.
be kind of hard
Well,
to be
I
the
was.
person that was in the retirement match with your best friend.
Yeah. True. Oh well, I mean, that would work as well. Could probably come up with something as to why. But another person I was thinking of would be Victory, though she's not in PW. When I had joined VAW, she was the first. She was a person that brought me in and got me back going into wrestling again after a really long break. So it'd be kind of like a full circle. We've had quite a few matches at VAW back then. So yeah, I'd love to work with her again as a retirement match with her.
And I just got done saying it can't be her, and she said it anyway. So what's that say about the queen? She doesn't give a damn about anybody's.
Exactly. Victory.
Come on to a show. Come on to a podcast. Got my name. I was like, screw you. I'm gonna do it anyway.
Exactly. No, like Victory from VAW or definitely my buddy. Or no, I don't think I would do it. I don't like intergender matches. Okay, I do not like those ones. Maybe if Bowser was dressed as a girl. He's one of my good
All right.
friends too.
All right.
Now I have that visual in my head.
Oh,
Baza in a dress.
Hey, Masaki suggested it, so.
Bazina is what? Chris
Yeah, he does have his girl.
Wow. But now, okay, now everybody's jumping in Bazalina. Oh
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wow. We have talked
too.
about everything from the show, from cross-dressing to strip clubs.
Yeah.
But I can't say anything about cross-dressing. I wrestled a match in a dress. I can't say
Yeah, you did. There's proof of it.
I did. There is proof. There is video proof of it because Z loves to show that off.
Oh yes, yes. Hey,
All
I'm
right.
sorry. I did good putting that look together.
Yeah, you did. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end. Make sure to tell everybody about us. Make sure to look for every time that we drop a episode. And we want to thank the very lovely and very charismatic and not so boring
Former
Queen
strip club
Gina.
host. owner.
Okay,
strip
commoner.
club host who likes it long and likes a lot of people. I mean, it is what
So
it
you
is.
added
Wow.
that.
No, she did. She out of her mouth. Go back when you're editing. Go back and look at it. All right, everybody. I hope you all have fun. Thank you all for listening, and we will catch you all next time.
Bitch Please has teamed with Whatchamacallit. Brings you all of your clothing needs from custom wrestling attire to everyday clothes. Established in 2007, Whatchamacallit is one of the oldest clothing stores in SL. For more information, contact Baddock Og. Custom work is available, and they have clothes for men and women.
Have you ever logged in the Second Life just to spend time with that special someone, or just to escape that headache called real life, and you just can't seem to find anything to do? Well, here at Warblood City, we have got something for you. Rentable bikes for a bike ride, a cafe for that date night, or a place to catch up with friends over tea and coffee. We also have our very own movie theater, so make sure you check out what's on the big screen. Every year from the 21st of September until the 1st of November, there's Warblood City's annual Autumn Carnival, so make sure to check that out. All you gotta do is go into your search bar and type in Warblood Isle. Take the teleport, and welcome to the last stop you'll need for fun. We will see you all very, very soon.
LPW, otherwise known as Limitless Pro Wrestling. Check out their shows Riot Thursday nights at 4 p.m. SLT, then catch them again on Unleashed Sundays at 1 p.m. SLT.
Aaron's Domain is a SL-themed server for friends, family, and the SL wrestling community. They have all sorts of channels and categories that may pique your interest and are currently tied to several other feds in the SL community, whether Rain works there or not. They do show their support for the family in the best way that they can. If you wish to become a member and join us, feel free to ask yourself or Chrissy, and they will get back to you. Welcome to the Aaron family, and the door is always open.
Premier Wrestling is Second Life's leading federation for virtual sports entertainment, where passion meets performance, and the spotlight's not just on the ring, it's on you. We're recruiting now. Wrestlers, commentators, managers, referees. If you've got the drive, we've got the platform. With 4 electrifying weekly shows, Overload, Attitude, Rise, and ABW, Premier isn't just entertainment, it's a movement, a community, a gateway to the virtual world, proudly partnered with Linden Labs. Whether you're here to compete, perform, or elevate the action behind the scenes, there's a place for you in the Premier family. Step into the story. Visit premier-wrestling.com and join the action.